good afternoon. This is Mamily and right now nandito po ako sa Novotel. And with me is Dr. Marlon. Dr. Marlon ko is from where po, Doc?
From Cebu City.
Oh, from Cebu City pa, Doc. So, Doc, gusto ko lang kasi medyo sabihin natin, I'm one of those may hypertension. So, I have my own Omron unit, but medyo kinakabahan ako every time magkakaroon po ng magre-reading ako. Ano po ba ang difference using an Omron unit sa bahay compared sa clinical, sa clinic, yung kinukuha ng
Omron unit pa rin.
Minsan po kasi hindi. So, what's the difference?
Based on the new hypertension guidelines,
okay,
sa European Society of Cardiology, the Society of Hypertension,
okay,
meron na sila iba-ibang category in defining hypertension.
okay.
So, sa European, they paid attention to the manner in which blood pressure was taken.
Manner of how the blood pressure is taken.
For
Okay.
example, if it's taken in the presence of a healthcare worker,
Okay.
like doctor, nurse, okay, meron siyang psychological effect. Yung tinatawag na white coat effect.
White coat
No,
effect.
makakita ka ng doktor,
Yung
tumataas ang BP
nakaputi.
mo. Oo,
Nakaputi.
dati kasi nag-white coat yung mga doktor, ngayon hindi na.
Okay.
Pero naano na lang yung term, white coat effect. Because of the presence of the healthcare worker. And if you're using din manual apparatus, yung mga aneroid,
Yung dito is
manual apparatus, then the definition of hypertension is a bit higher.
a bit
140
higher.
over 90. Yan yung usual, di ba? Yan yung usual.
Dok, kapag nag-140 na, natatakot na ako.
High blood na yan.
High blood.
Hypertension na yan. Hypertension na yan. Defined as stage 1 hypertension.
Okay.
But, meron din, if it's taken in the absence of the healthcare worker, wala doon yung doctor, ikaw lang, self-monitoring
Yan, yun sa bahay. Yeah,
Yung
sa bahay.
Walang influence ng healthcare worker. At ang ginagamit mo ay digital, mas mababa ang definition. 135 over 85. Hypertension na yun.
135
Over 85.
Okay. If it's lower, like 134 over 84,
Hindi pa siya hypertension.
Okay.
Pero may bagong category nga pinakita si Dr. Diaz kanina. Elevated hypertension.
elevated hypertension naman yung
Kasi
term.
120 to 129, elevated na yun.
Okay.
Pero hindi pa tinatawag na hypertension.
Okay.
Elevated. So, yun sa European. Sa Canadian naman, iba din ang ano nila. Pero they also paid attention to the apparatus used.
Apparatus. Ito,
Pero
apparatus naman.
i-divide nila ng diabetic at saka non-diabetic.
Diabetic and non-diabetic.
Ang diabetic, mas mataas po ang risk. Ibig sabihin, pag diabetic ka, may hypertension ka, mas mataas ang risk mo for complications compared to non-diabetic.
Okay.
May additional risk yan. Kaya ang cut-off ng definition ng hypertension for diabetics sa Canadian hypertension guidelines, mas mababa.
Mas mababa.
135 over 85.
Okay.
Irregardless whether gumamit kang manual or digital. Regardless mo. Pero pag non-diabetic ka, mas mababa ang risk niya kaysa diabetic. Then may difference na naman sa
May difference
definition.
pa rin. Okay.
If you're using manual, 140/90. If you're
140/90.
using digital, 135 over 85. Definition ng hypertension.
Okay.
Yeah. Ang hypertension din, ang blood pressure, maraming patterns po. Kaya we're encouraging, aside from office BP, we're encouraging home BP
Okay.
or out of office BP. Under out of office BP, meron pong home BP monitoring, yung ginagamit yung Omron.
Yeah, Omron unit.
Sa bahay, kayo lang gumawa. Meron din yung ambulatory blood pressure monitoring na nire-rent mo from the hospital. Medyo mahal ang procedure, 3,000 plus. To determine kung hypertensive ka talaga. So may mga kanya-kanya definition na yun. Yan. So sa non-diabetic, may effect yung apparatus use. Pag manual, 140/90 ang definition. Pag digital, 135 over 80. Pag home, ikaw lang,
Ako lang.
wala yung doctor, wala yung white coat effect, then 135 over 85.
Yun ang pinaka,
Ang definition ng hypertension.
Pero Doc, kasi 'di ba gaano kadalas ba dapat nagmo-monitor? In a day, sabi natin, in a day.
In a day, ideally,
Ideally,
3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Upon
And then,
waking up, kasi upon waking up, medyo mataas nga ang BP mo
Mhm.
dahil may auditory, yung mga noise,
Mhm.
and visual stimuli, tataas
Okay.
ang BP mo.
okay.
Tapos yung middle of the day,
Oh, which is lunch, sabi natin.
and at bedtime.
At bedtime, before going to
Before
sleep.
going to sleep. So at home, sa office, yung tulad ng kaninang ceremonial, we take 3 BP readings.
Mhm.
Discard-
In one sitting.
In one sitting.
Okay, in one sitting.
Discard the first, kasi
Mhm.
usually mataas na ang first,
Mhm.
and average the last 2 readings.
Okay.
Second and third, average.
Kasi medyo relax na.
Yes. Pero sa bahay, pwedeng twice, two
At
times
twice lang in a
I-average mo
sitting.
yung dalawa.
Okay.
Yun
Pe-
yung recommendation ng Europeans.
Mhm.
Yun.
So, Dok, ano naman, let's say, bakit talaga gano'ng ka-importante na meron tayong, let's say, BP unit sa bahay? Gano'ng ka-importante
Okay.
for those people na may hypertension?
Very important kasi malalaman mo nga, marirelate mo pag may BP apparatus
Mhm.
ka sa bahay. Marirelate mo yung taas ng BP. You can identify factors
Mhm.
that will increase your blood pressure.
Oh,
Kunyari,
okay.
nagalit ka,
Oh,
masikip ang dibdib mo, masakit ang ulo mo, galit na galit ka. You can check your blood pressure.
okay.
Then malalaman mo, ito pala, nakaka-increase ng blood pressure, ang taas pala. Dapat bawasan ko yung galit ko, dapat mas relax ako. Then you can relate it to the food that you take. Kumain ka ng mga fatty foods, lechon, salty foods, yung mga bagoong, ganito, na may toyo, gano'n. Uy, tumataas pala. So nare-relate mo.
Okay.
Then it will educate you na talaga food has something to do with your blood pressure. Kaya, the proper way of getting a blood pressure, kasi
Ayan, Doc, yung proper way.
accurate diagnosis
Mhm.
of hypertension begins with accurate measurement.
Mhm.
Dapat accurate yun.
Mhm.
So may mga factors na nakaka-increase ng blood pressure mo. Kaya we prepare the patient, preparation of the patient. How do you prepare the patient? Pag napunta sa clinic, sabi namin, huwag kang kumain muna within 30 minutes to 1 hour. Walang caffeine, kasi yung coffee kanina ang tataas ng BP, lahat
Di ba, ganun kape?
lahat naka-cafe. Matataas 181, 140, 150, diba? So, nakaka-contribute yun. Certain medications can increase your blood pressure.
Mhm.
Yung non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Yung
Which
mga
is?
Alaxan, Advil, Planax,
Ah,
Esquilan,
okay.
Saridon, Sarimax, yung mga
Oh.
pinaka-advertise yan, mga arthritis.
Mga small things na hindi namin alam.
Nakaka-increase. Oo. Yung mga COX-2 inhibitor, yung mga coxib, etoricoxib,
Okay.
yung mga arcoxia, mga ganyan, nakaka-increase ng BP. There are certain pain relievers na nakaka-increase ng BP. So we usually prescribe non-NSAIDs, non-COX-2 like paracetamol lang.
Mm.
Yun ang binibigay namin as pain reliever. Now, caffeine, you have taken caffeine, tataas ang BP mo within 30 minutes to 1 hour of check-up. Smoking. Kahit
Smoking.
second-hand smoke. Yung smoke, 1 stick of cigarette can increase your blood pressure by 30 minutes to 1 hour. So, dapat hindi ka nakasmoke. Full bladder, yung naiihi ka, punong-puno yung pantok mo.
Even the...
Kasi yung stress yun eh.
Okay.
Nataas yung BP mo. So, those are part of the requirement. You should not have exercise, you should not have eaten, should not have drunk caffeine containing food and beverages, should not have smoke, yung may mga criteria. And you should empty your bladder before you eat. Number 2, I usually ask my patients to wear sleeveless or short sleeves. Kasi pag long sleeves, tapos in-over mo lang yung cuff, tataas ang BP mo. Falsely high.
Okay, so dapat naka-bare.
Yes,
Bare.
dapat bare. Bare. Dapat tama ang size.
Mm. So not too tight.
Not too tight. Kasi di ba may mga
Oh,
malalaking
diba?
arms, tapos hindi na kasya.
Oo.
The alternative is we use the wrist BP.
Okay.
Para kasya.
Pero iba naman ako, sorry Dok, mukhang isa ako sa pasaway. Sinihigpitan ko.
Hinihipitan, sakto lang dapat.
So sakto lang.
Kasi if it's too tight, you will have a falsely high BP.
Okay. Hindi
If too
dapat
loose naman, falsely low.
Okay.
So, sa medicine kasi meron kaming tinatawag na sin of omission and commission. So, if you get a falsely low BP, falsely low, wala kang gagawin. Wala
Oo.
kang ibibigay ng gamot.
Oo.
So you omit something.
Okay.
So that's the sin of omission. Dapat pala mataas ang totoo, mataas.
Mataas, pero
Yung kuha
dahil-
mo mababa.
Dahil nga I did not
Wala
follow.
kang ginawa o
Oo.
dahil very loose na ang
Oo.
ano mo pagkalagay. Then you have a false law. Then wala kang binigay, dapat sana dapat may bibigay na gamot. So sin of omission yan. Now if you're putting your cup over sleeves, falsely high siya. Ang totoo, normal naman
Normal pala.
mataas. Tapos nagbigay ka ng gamot. Tapos bumagsak yung BP, nahilo yung pasyente. So sin of omission yun.
Dok, expand na natin yan, ano? Kasi una, yung mga parang how to take your BP. Sabi mo, it should be bare, not too loose, not too tight. Just, ano pa sa, Dok?
Yung-
The positioning.
Yung positioning is very important.
Okay.
So the cuff,
Okay.
the cuff and the unit
Okay.
should be at heart level.
Heart level. So, it's mostly
Konting
table.
diferensya, walang problema. Stable
Mostly
dapat.
table.
Because if you're moving,
Okay.
very sensitive yung digital you get a falsely high BP.
Okay. And when it comes to wrist, kasi di ba
Sa
meron,
wrist, ganun din. I-rest mo. May mga position
di,
kasi siya.
dapat, nakita
Di
ko
ba may
parang
case, may
Oo.
case yung sa wrist, you can use the case to
Oh,
support.
okay. One, yan.
Heart level pa rin.
Okay, heart level pa rin. So, one, paano tawag doon, hack is to put your
Yung
case mo, yun
to
yung
support.
patungan mo.
Kasi hindi yung naka-ano yung wrist,
Okay.
hindi naka-hang.
Okay.
Kasi pag naka-hang, you're exerting effort.
Okay.
Falsely high.
Dok, ito
Movement
naman
is
isa sa
very
ano.
important.
Isa namang tanong ko would be, ano yung mga red alerts? Kunyari, di ba? Parang, sabi mo, kung kailan ako may emergency.
Normally, we have a cut-off lang.
Uh-huh.
Pag 160, 100, medyo urgent na yun.
160, 100.
Some people call it hypertensive urgency.
Okay.
Ang difference na urgency at emergency, yung urgency, wala kang signs of target organ damage. Yung impending stroke, impending heart attack.
That's 160 over 100.
160, 100.
Okay.
In some other guideline, stage 2 ang tawag nila doon.
Okay.
Stage 1 is 140-90.
Ah.
Now, before the old guidelines,
140-90, stage 1 na?
stage 1, hypertension. Sa ano yan sa manual
Mm,
Kasi
manual.
135 over
Tayo
85
sa
na ang
digital
na yun. So, nag-evolve kasi yung hypertension
Okay.
guideline because of studies, because of mga findings, nag-evolve. Bumababa ang cut-off. Dati mataas ang cut-off. So, pag bumababa ang cut-off, tumataas yung number of hypertensive, yung prevalence tumataas. Depende sa cut-off.
Dok, question naman, with you guys, kasi kunyari ako, nagtitake na ako ng maintenance. Is there a recommended time or to take? Like ako kasi, sa gabi. Pero laging sa gabi. Like, I have an alarm at 9 p.m. before I go to sleep. Yun, is it
Before,
okay or...
nagmamatter dati.
Okay.
Kasi ang mga gamot dati, hindi siya 24 hours, hindi siya long-acting,
okay.
short-acting.
Short
So,
acting.
nagmamatter yun. So, may mga tao na riser or non-vapers sa gabi. Normally kasi pag natutulog ka na, bumababa yung BP mo.
Okay.
Yun ang normal, vapor. Pero yung iba hindi nag-BP, mataas pa rin.
Mataas pa rin.
Non-vapor. Yun ang mga high risk. Yung iba pa, riser, tumataas pa sa madaling araw. Okay. So, timing is very important if your medication is short-acting.
Okay.
So nowadays, we have a lot of long-acting medications.
Okay, sample do sa
It doesn't matter na kasi 24 hours naman ang effect.
Basta as
So you
long,
take it in the morning or in
take
the
it in
evening.
as long as you take once a day.
As long as you take it every day, once a day, and you check your BP. Always check your BP in order to know if your medication is working. or
Working,
not.
yeah. So for naman, 120-90 ako kahapon. So, I think it's working.
90 is medyo mataas.
Oh.
Parehas na ulit. So you have to lower the 90 to 80 or below. Kasi yung mga parating 120 over 90, 110 over 90, okay na yan, di ba? Pero yung over 90 kasi nakaka-enlarge ng heart pa rin.
Okay. So
That's why ang
dapat
daming workup,
80.
di ba? Ang daming workup. Pag hypertensive ka, may mga blood test kami.
Oh yeah,
May
which I
mga
did the other day.
echo, ECG, ultrasound. Kasi yung sabi nga nila there's a Chinese saying na luck seldom comes in pairs, misfortune never comes alone. And so does hypertension. Hypertension seldom comes alone. More often, may barkada yung hypertension, may kasama.
May kasama.
So you may have hypertension with high cholesterol, hypertension
yeah.
with diabetes, hypertension with high uric acid, hypertension with heart enlargement, hypertension with kidney problem, hypertension with obesity. So meron ng 4 tinatawag na metabolic syndrome. Hypertensive ka na, diabetic ka pa, mataas pa cholesterol
Big 4!
Oo. So hypertension, diabetes, obesity, and dyslipidemia, 4 yun.
Okay, Doc. Ito naman yung ano kasi, di ba, ang hilig-hilig ng mga tao na maging Dr. Google.
Yep.
Okay. Pero for other promos, other information, can you recommend a website that we can,
Philippine Society of Hypertension.
Okay, Doc. Okay. Okay. That's it lang, Doc.
Hindi na tayo lalayo.
Hindi na tayo So that's it, guys. Siguro naman marami kayong natutunan sa ano ni Doc, no? Sa mga pinaliwanag niya na maraming mga simpleng bagay na nakaka-apekto sa atin. So yun nga, wag niyo kakalimutan Philippine Society of Hypertension for more information na kailangan niyo. Once again, Doc, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma'am Clarissa.
Yes po, yes po. Bye, guys!